98.9 WQLV. It's Initial Reaction in the Morning. Got Lydia and Emily joining me. How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah? We're going to talk about Keystone Roller Derby.
That's correct.
And for those who've never heard of it, well, you're not alone because it's brand new. You're the founder of Keystone Roller Derby?
That's correct. Myself and my co-partner, Brenda Strausser, and I have started Keystone Roller Derby as a way to bring roller derby back to Central PA and to the masses.
It's going to be a good time.
It is.
Well, you're telling me this isn't just going to be, your regular run-of-the-mill, everybody having sort of fun, but it is going to be a good time. But you're going to be competing at a Division I level. You're going D1. That's
correct. We're hoping to come out of the gate swinging and hit for those stars, go for the huge, big Hydra eventually. That's the award we get at the very end of each season. And compete in national championships, compete in world championships, hopefully.
That's pretty cool. When you say world championships, you're talking teams like worldwide, Japan, everywhere else,
Yep, we've got New Zealand, we've got Australia. There's leagues in the UK and most of Europe, and also Mexico has one as well. So they're popping up all over the place. We're talking internationally here.
So what are you needing right now to get the league started?
We need skaters, volunteers, refs. We're going to need all kinds of people. So, and even if you don't want to skate or you can't skate, we can teach you. If you'd rather be on the sidelines helping out, there's plenty of spaces for everybody.
Very cool. So there's something for everybody.
That's correct.
All right. Well, this is pretty interesting. Emily, how'd you get started with Keystone Roller Derby?
Well, I actually have a friend who does roller derby. I reconnected with her recently, and she was talking to me about it. And then I was just on Facebook one day, and I saw an advertisement from the local roller rink saying that there was going to be this roller derby league starting up. So I decided to go check it out, and I just fell in love with it. So.
Once it's in your blood, it never gets out.
Mm-hmm. It's
permanent.
It's permanent. It's something that I don't think you can ever stop being involved in. If it comes to a point where you can't skate anymore, you're usually involved in some way, whether it's a sport role or just having your own children. I've had people that, bring their children in when they become 18, which is what we require at this point in time is 18 plus. Okay. So they'll bring their kids in and they'll start, and then they'll support them.
I'm thinking more along the lines of how old is too old? Like when is
There is no too old. There's a lady. It's infinite. I mean, we've had all kinds of ages. It runs the gamut.
Okay. You can stay competitive up and
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you are working outside of it, working out and all that, and you're healthy, and you're bringing that into the league, it's exponential. You could go as far as we go with us.
Excellent. That sounds like a good time. What if you can't skate? What if you've totally been into this, you're interested, and you're thinking, man, I don't know how to skate. I don't know what I could do. I'm super competitive. I love playing all the sports that I play, but, I want something new and different. What happens then?
Well, we have a process we run through. So we bring you in, we talk to you about what your goals are. And then we work with you to reach those goals. So we break it down. We start with the simple basics, just kind of getting your feet under you. Most people that come in haven't skated in years or ever. So, when I started 8 years ago, I hadn't skated on quad skates in 10 years.
Okay.
So I came in kind of like Bambi on ice, and you just get your skates under you. That's kind of like the first month is just kind of getting used to skating around again and, getting used to getting your legs under you. And then we work with you from there. And the natural jump from there is the crossovers, to get around. And then walking kind of like on your toe stops. And you just start to build the dynamics and the skills as you go up.
I want to do a spin move backflip.
There's no backflipping. That's not Scott Hamilton. You're not Scott Hamilton here.
Dude, I totally forgot about that guy. Thanks. All right, no problem. There's no crazy stuff like that. All right, we'll see.
Weren't you doing cartwheels on skates?
I was doing cartwheels, which aren't really part of roller derby itself, but you get brazen when you get.
So the rules against that, or is it just one of those things like once you leave your skates, you're pretty much gonna get planted somewhere?
Yeah, you shouldn't be, jumping around too much, but you can jump, but it's mostly just to get over girls. You're not
Okay.
you're not supposed to be, you know,
Being
like,
flashy.
yeah. It's the campiness is from the 70s is gone.
Okay.
This is a whole new breed. I mean, it's a reincarnation of the sport. So it's on a flat track instead of a banked. It's no longer campy. There's many rules to it. You can't clothesline girls. That's not any of that. I think a lot of people still have that stigma. I have to explain it every time I talk to people. No, it's not like that. We're not clothesline. And sometimes they're disappointed, and then sometimes they're like, oh, well, maybe I can do it. Because I think they were concerned that they might get, elbowed in the nose or something, which is
go to work with a black eye.
Right,
which is my boss. That was roller derby.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that, it's important for people to understand and educate themselves that it's not the campiness anymore. There's rules, there's regulations, there's things that you have to do. So
it's a legit sport. It's not,
exactly.
It's not the WWE. Sorry,
right?
It's a legit sport.
It really is, and I think Emily can attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk more, and if you guys have questions, we encourage you to call 692-9758, 692-WQLV. Also going to be telling you about websites and their information, how you can get in touch with the Keystone Roller Derby League. It's new founded, it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be a Division I competition level. You guys don't want to miss out on that. Plus 98.9 WQLV, join with the ladies of Keystone Roller Derby. So what are your colors? That's always the big question.
Yellow, blue, and white.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's like the West Virginia Mountaineers. That's one of my teams.
It's supposed to be, Keystone,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, they've got that gold, blue, and white going.
They do.
It's all right. So, while we were gone, we got a phone call. And you're going to have to do a lot of explaining, but they said, hey, you'll look like the expert if you ask this. What is jumping the apex?
So jumping the apex is a technique used to get around the entire pack of blockers on the track. Okay. So your track is an oval, and there's turns in each one. And so usually what's going on is the pack might be gathered in a turn. Okay. When you're skating, you're going to see that. You're going to come up, and you're actually going to jump and cut the turn off.
Oh.
So it's kind of just a straight line from the straightaway, the start of the turn, to the other center of the turn.
Excellent.
And it becomes it's a move to get all the points and avoid basically getting hit or caught in the pack.
So when you do that, it's like dunking a basketball.
Yes, that's a huge maneuver that's done by a lot of the upper level teams. You'll see it a lot more in championships and things because points are so important. It becomes, I got to get the points might be winning by those points. You might be winning by those 5 points that you need.
So is it a point for every person you pass? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to pass their hips legally. So, I mean, if you're passing their whole body, you're passing their hips.
Hands down. Yeah, there's
definitely.
There's no disputing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I had really big hips, that would probably be an advantage because they've got a lot more to cross.
Well, yes and no. Depends on how you use them.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, it seems I've learned a lot about roller derby today. As far as how the sport works, how the scoring goes. You guys have a sanctioned league that you work under. You were telling me about WFTA?
Yes, that's a Women's Flat Track Derby Association.
Okay.
And they kind of police the games and the regulation and sanction the games for safety, for, the ref leagues, the points, all of that. Or, we have rule sets. They define the rule sets, make corrections as needed, adjustments, things like that we actually can vote on when we become full members.
This is very cool. Well, and what you guys are now is I think Emily was talking about a bit earlier, this is an apprenticeship.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys become a full-fledged league.
Eventually.
Okay. But right now, what you're looking for is people who want to be sponsors of the league, people who want to get tied in, athletes. You're looking for athletes, and they can be anybody. Whether you've thought just roller derby is interesting, or you're a seasoned veteran and moving into the area, or want to be in a roller derby, you're looking for all gambits.
That's correct. Yep, anybody. And I mean, all ages, like we said. They're all ages. Doesn't matter who you are. Come in, give it a try. I think if you try it out, you'll see you'll start to fall in love with it. I know I did 8 years ago.
That's how long you've been doing it. 8 years.
8 years, yep. And I'll never forget the first tryouts. I had bruises on both of my hips, and I couldn't wait to do it again.
Couldn't walk the next day, and I was like, I gotta do this
again. I gotta try it again. I've gotta make it. I'm gonna understand it. I'm gonna do well.
Very cool. Well, let's say for someone who's driving to work right now, they start work at 8 o'clock, they're in their car. What's a website or something you can get more information, learn more about the Keystone Roller Derby?
So we have a website. It's KeystoneRollerDerby.com. And we're also on Facebook and Instagram as Keystone Roller Derby. And if you do Twitter, we're on Twitter as Derby Keystone. So there's 4 places where you can get information about the league.
Very cool. Now, you guys practice, compete, where at?
Fontainebleau in New Cumberland.
Okay. Now, is this like a weekly practice, daily practice?
Right now it's weekly on Saturdays from 10:15 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. Okay. And then eventually in September, we're going to add 2 more practices a week. Hopefully a Monday and a Wednesday evening, starting around 7-ish and running for 2 hours each. And then, so you'll do 3 practices a week. And then hopefully from there, we'll just continue to grow and adjust as needed.
It's Keystone Roller Derby. You want to learn more? Go to those websites, KeystoneRollerDerby.com. The reason why the Keystone Roller Derby group is here today, you guys are running some recruitment. You guys are looking for skaters.
That's right. So we have a bunch of dates coming up in July. We've got July 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 29th. We're running recruitments every day, every one of those dates, from 10:15 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. at Fontainebleau in New Cumberland. So if any of those dates work, check us out. We're going to be there, and we can teach you how to skate and get you involved.
Yeah, I've been here 3 weeks that I've been skating about 5.5 hours of skate time, and I've already been told that I've been improving every single practice. So
it happens quick when you start. Definitely.
So like riding a bike again?
I think so, honestly. I tell people that, and they kind of look at me funny, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, the muscles are there. If you skated before, they're really going to come back. And even if you haven't skated, I mean, we had a girl before that never skated, and within a year, she was blowing everybody away.
Wow.
It's just, I mean, it's the time you want to put in to it.
Potentially, the work you put in, you get more potential.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Out of it. Very cool. So what if I could never skate backwards? Is there still, help for me? Can I learn to skate backwards?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's different ways to skate backwards. There's not just one way. And we have girls that compete all the time that don't skate backwards.
Really?
I mean, they skate backwards eventually, but they might not skate backwards at the time.
Or they didn't skate backwards on purpose.
or that. I mean, it's just something that comes sometimes. There's certain skills it takes longer for certain people to master.
Okay. Well, check it out. It is Keystone Roller Derby, and they are wanting you. Yes, you, sitting right there. It's time. Is this a real expensive hobby? Is it something that, you're putting thousands of dollars into, like golf or something like that? Or
it can be that way.
Okay.
If you want the specifics, like the higher end things, it can be that way. But there's plenty of skate packages out there that don't have to cost an arm and a leg, and they're perfectly adequate for what we do.
And you can keep your arms and your legs.
Okay.
That's what's important.
Yep.
Okay. Well, check it out. Ladies, get involved. Gentlemen, if you want to be a referee, you can do that. There's places for you to participate. And then hopefully sometime in the future, maybe we'll see a Keystone Men's Roller Derby League.
That's the hope.
That would be pretty awesome. Well, check it out and go to KeystoneRollerDerby.com to learn. Lydia and Emily in the studio, Keystone Roller Derby. We've had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, we have.
Is there anything we haven't touched on that we need to let people know about? You guys are looking to recruit.
Join the league, and we're going to be doing some fundraisers coming up. We're running a truffle fundraiser right now. Hope to get that out on the website and on the Facebook page soon, and hopefully a car wash through the summer. So just watch for those things coming out, and come see us.
And speaking of watching, if you want to see what the competitive roller derby aspect looks like, I know WFTDA has a lot of videos from championships online on YouTube. Just YouTube search WFTDA championships, and you'll find tons and tons of videos and how-tos and just a lot of really great information.
Perfect.
That's great. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with me.
Thanks for having us.
Had a good time.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Initial reaction in the morning.